$70 games and up, incomplete, really buggy launches, constant microtransactions, but there is one small little indie game that gave me more joy than any of these AAA titles have in a while. Schedule 1 sounds simple on paper. Drug dealer simulator, basically. Stardew Valley, but with drugs. You buy weed, you plant it, you water it, you trim it, and then you find someone to sell it to. Super simple. Stardew Valley with drugs, right? On paper, it sounds like chores, but surprisingly, guys, that gameplay loop is so addictive, and there's just so much more depth than just that. The game was made by one developer, Tyler, and has been just a hit since it came out. It's gone viral. You've seen constant funny videos on it online. It's really just taken over the gaming industry by storm. Schedule 1 has this really funny, derpy personality that you see in the whole graphic style, the way the world works, and even just the dialogue that's in the game. It doesn't take itself too serious at all, and it just like has its own fun little personality. I saw some really funny videos online. I was really kind of resistant and hesitant to playing it just because, you know, I'm working through Assassin's Creed Shadows right now, but I just couldn't resist over the weekend. I was like, you know what? Let me give it a shot. Drop the $20. And I was just working on just increasing this drug empire, right? From my small little motel room to some kind of facility. I mean, I was freaking hooked, guys. Seriously. The game just seriously does more with less, proving that you don't need complex, crazy systems to just have pure fun. One of my favorite things about Schedule 1 is going to be that progression system. Every night when you go to sleep, you'll be leveling up your character into a higher tier drug dealer. What happens there is you'll be unlocking different types of things that you're able to buy, such as different ingredients and automation, just like some different like watering cans and facilities and things like that. So the more you sell, the more you progress. And this is how you slowly grow your drug empire. You've got somewhat of a story there too with your uncle, which also leads to just more progression as well for you to basically grow this empire, right? You're going to be starting off at a motel room, eventually save up enough money to move above the Chinese restaurant. And then from there, you get your own warehouse, of course. And then on top of that, even just like a skateboard or a car. It's constant, just constant feeling of progression throughout the game. In just a few hours, I was able to go from this lowly drug dealer making deals on my phone to recruiting my first dealer, Benji, my goat, who I was able to assign specific customers to, which, by the way, there's a little bit of depth there, right? Benji's got a couple customers that he's really good friends with. And of course, if you assign him those customers, you'll be making more money. I mean, just like in real life, right? You're going to be hooking up your homies. Really fun little thing that they've added in that game. Eventually, I was able to stack enough cash to move out of that motel room into a different room above the Chinese restaurant. I got some watering automation, some soil automation, a mixing machine which helped me, you know, combine the different strains with different ingredients like a Viagra or even just like a donut, just to get different types of strains here for you to create. One of my strains had a side effect that made the customer go bald. I had to name that one the Fryer, guys. I mean, just had to. And I mean, that's just the fun in the game, right? I mean, as soon as they pulled that one up and smoked it, poof, good, there goes their hair. Awesome little things like that are just fun. You're gonna be laughing out loud as you play this game, and it's just really cartoony. Doesn't take itself serious, and it's just a good time. It's that whole loop there, right? With the selling, the progression, the different strains you could make, the different side effects, you know, what dealers like work really well with different customers, or even giving free samples out and getting some, you know, new customers. Constant progression in that game. It keeps it really addictive. Time flies. And I mean, for $20, I mean, you can't knock it. Seriously. I want to compare my experience with Schedule 1 with like the most recent AAA gaming title. Like I said earlier, guys, I'm still playing Assassin's Creed Shadows. I'm working on a review for that game. So I really want to like play as much as I can of it, do as much side missions, see that story completely before I give you guys just like my verdict on it. And before anyone gets crazy in the comments, man, I like the game, right? I have no beef with the game. I mean, it's not like the best game, right? Spoiler alert, but I do like it. I do. And I enjoy it. I was playing it every day after work. But man, ever since I got Schedule 1, I'm going to be honest, guys, I have not touched Assassin's Creed Shadows, right? It's just like taken over my life. Whatever free time I have, I mean, I don't know. Like it's got a freaking chokehold on me right now. What's crazy here is that Shadows is a $70 title, right? It's got a huge team behind it, a huge marketing budget. The world is insane. There's so much to do. You've got side missions. I mean, just that game alone, it's just like, it's huge. There's so much attention to detail there when it comes to the graphics, right? The story, the voice acting, hit or miss. I mean, even that combat system, which is actually really fun the more you're progressing in the game. But seriously, man, this $20 title It's got like an insane addictive strain. I don't know what Tyler put in it, man, but I cannot stop playing this one. So let's talk the state of the whole AAA gaming sphere right now and why I think that bubble of these AAA games is going to pop, right? So with the most recent news, you've got Nintendo at the forefront here with their $80 Mario Kart. Let's get that right out the way. Games are about to probably cost $80 or more, right? And I mean, if we're just talking $70 titles, we're talking microtransactions. You're talking about cut content from these games, you know, just for them to sell it to you later as DLC. On top of that, you've got really, really bad optimization, buggy releases. I mean, you name it. The $70 gaming has just not been the best lately, right? We've got some gems in there, don't get me wrong, but most titles, or a lot of titles, man. I mean, I know so many people that don't buy anything at 70, right? They wait for sales constantly. Because $70 right now, it's asking for a lot. And I mean, let's be real. Most games aren't 70, right? You've got this early access shit that they've been pulling where they'll charge you $100 for the title, but you get to play it 5 days early. And when you try to play it 5 days early, the servers are down for a couple days, like what happened with Diablo. I mean, it's a mess, man. It's a mess. For me personally, I live in California. $80 games plus tax, we're looking at almost $90. $90 for a hobby, right? For something that's just fun. As much as I can't afford it, we're getting into like grocery store money, man. Inflation has just gotten to the point where I can't go to the grocery store without dropping at least minimum $100, right? It's getting to that level. Housing is ballooning and it's getting crazy. Cars are going up. Everything in the world is going up, including graphics cards, man. I mean, good luck getting a freaking 50 series card at MSRP right now. It's just not possible. Everything is going up. It's making our hobby, right? That should be just a hobby, becoming more and more expensive and just harder and harder for people to maintain. And what sucks about this is that there aren't that many alternatives, right? I grew up during the whole Blockbuster era, right? We were going in, we were renting games. If I got a game for my birthday that my parents could afford, amazing. Thank you so much, right? But I was renting, man. And renting helped me experience really fun games. I got to experience, you know, Metroid Prime. I got to experience Fire Emblem, Advance Wars. There were so many Nintendo titles. And I mean, even games like Blinks, the Time Sweeper, right? And just really different games that I got to experience and enjoy because I was able to rent titles versus having to buy them. And right now, guys, $70 gets you bad optimization, a buggy, incomplete game. And I mean, sometimes that game doesn't even exist later, right? It flops and there you go, goodbye. Let alone battle passes that require you to play 40 hours a week because God forbid you spend $10 and don't make that game your full-time job. I mean, it's a mess now. There has been so many AAA flops. I mean, just in recent history, we can say Redfall, Skull and Bones, Suicide Squad, and even that game Conquered, right? Which came and literally went. I mean, it felt like it launched for a week and just like a week later, Sony just pulled the plug on it. All of this honestly just hurts the developers and gamers, man. I mean, developers are basically getting laid off, right? The studios are making less money, and when they make less money, they cut them. They keep their CEOs, their top executives, their all of those guys are getting paid no matter what, right? But what's happening here is that they're screwing the developers, they're screwing the industry, and we're getting less and less creative titles that are fun. So here comes the whole indie scene, which is quickly becoming a force to be reckoned with, guys. You've got games like Schedule 1, Dave the Diver, Hollow Knight, Dredge, Balatro, and Hades. Not only are these games just simply cheaper and just more affordable for us to get up and play, but at the end of the day, there's a lot more care there. There's fun. They take risks with their gameplay. I mean, there's innovation. It just feels like a game that's made by a gamer for gamers versus just some corporate, hollow, lifeless type of title that's, you know, just market tested and focus tested, got rap music in its freaking trailer. In contrast, guys, these indie devs that make these games, they communicate, right? They're not just like corporations. They're actually in the Reddits communicating with people in there. They've got a Trello board. I mean, look at Schedule 1 right now. If you're curious about what's coming up, Tyler has it. You just look up his Trello board. He's got updates. He's got Steam Deck updates, different types of things that are coming to the game. I mean, even tweaks and modifications. I mean, it's all there for you to see. And he's getting ideas from people. These indie game devs, they're allowed to care about the customer, right? They're allowed to care about us gamers. They're not just cogs in the machine. They're just shelling out what can happen only to get cut later. And it's not their freaking fault, man. It's not. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on anyone that works at like Activision or anything like that. Guys, I feel for you. I really, truly wish game developers were allowed to care a little more. But I mean, they can't. Sadly, they're just like a cog, again, in a big machine. So moving forward, guys, as AAA games just become more expensive, more lifeless, I mean, I'm fully predicting that this bubble's popping. I really think that indie games are going to boom. I think right now gamers are realizing that they're having just like a lot more fun with these smaller titles. There's joy in there. The games are taking more risks, right? And I mean, they're less expensive. As things go up to that $80 or even $100 price range that everyone's saying GTA is coming out, I think indies are just going to surge. That gap is about to widen. People are going to spend a lot less money when it comes to these AAA titles. They're going to really, really spend money on what they think is going to be good and what's going to review well versus buying more games. I mean, trust me, guys, I'm a gamer. I'm not abandoning AAA titles, right? I'm not saying I'm going to skip freaking Mario Kart. I'm not saying I'm going to skip GTA when that comes out. I hate what's happening, right, with the pricing, and we'll see what goes on in the gaming world. But I've played enough indie titles like Schedule 1 to just finally realize that the indie scene is where fun is, right? That old school gaming fun that we're all looking for. I think moving forward, if AAA studios want to charge $70 or more when it comes to their games, I think we as gamers need to expect more, man. Games like Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Elden Ring, Baldur's Gate, these are amazing titles that respect the gamer and are made for gamers, right? They've still got fun. They've got these big budgets, but at the end of the day, they're just like way more in depth and way more fun than any of these other soulless AAA titles that have been coming out recently, man. But if companies are just going to keep shelling out soulless, focus tested crap, I think we as gamers need to do our part and support these indie developers moving forward. You guys definitely need to check out Schedule 1, support the developer, support innovation, and just support good old fun, man. Let me know if you've played it, what you think of the video game market so far, and what your favorite indie title is in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys on the next video.